it is Justine and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be dyeing my hair a little peachy, orangey, creamsicle inspired color. So all I'll be using today is some conditioner and Arctic Fox Porridge, and I think it'll be a cute little fun change. And now that I'm blonde, I can kind of do that on the rig. So yeah, follow me into my bathroom. It's where the magic happens. Okay, so firstly, I'm just gonna mix it on the floor here so you can see better. Using a container that I got portobello mushrooms in. So let's just squeeze. I'm probably gonna squeeze about half the bottle of this and then see how that goes. I do want to save it for later because I plan to be Lilu from The Fifth Element for Halloween, so I will need some orange hair dye at that time. So as you can see, it's, well actually the camera doesn't really look as peachy, but there is a bit of a peachy hue to this orange. That's why it's called porridge. It's got the peach in it. And let's get some conditioner action in there. Oh, that's a good squirt. That's a good squirt. That was not a very satisfying sound. Sorry. A lot pinker, like more salmon in my hair than it does like just, you know, fresh out the tube. So that's kind of cute. Live and let die. Orange hair dye. Orange hair. You guys like eating porridge? Because I eat oatmeal on the daily. I have an oat club with one of my coworkers where we sit 3:30 every day. We sit and we eat our our overnight oats, prepared lovingly the night prior, and we just bond while you know, eating some very fibrous, nutritious, and overall nutritionally balanced grub. My hair seriously looks like little bits of salmon. Like seriously, it really looks like there is a slab of fish on my head right now, especially with the white, like a little bit of fat there. Oh, look, it's flaky. It's so flaky and delicious. Mm. Okay, party people, I am going to let this sit probably for about 45 minutes. I'm gonna go make some banana bread, wash it out, and I'll probably see you tomorrow morning because I think I'll probably wash off all my makeup and stuff when I wash off my hair. So tomorrow when I get ready for work, I'll style it all nicely and see you then. Hello dear friends, it is the next morning. I am ready for work. I've styled my hair and this is the result. So I think it turned out pretty well. I really like the color. I do have some key considerations if you do plan to do this yourself though. So number one, so my hair was about a level 8 blonde, as you could see in the before. It wasn't quite white. It was definitely a few steps away from being white. And I think if you want the true pastel color, it needs to be very platinum, like level 10. So I do have a bit of kind of dustiness to the color, which I don't think is a bad thing, but because if you saw in my video, in my before, like my bangs especially had like darker pieces in them, so the color didn't take as much there, so it looks kind of more like a copper color rather than like a true pastel peach. And I was aware of this going into it, but I just decided to see, you know, hey, why not, let's try it out. So it won't have as vibrant of a look if, oh, sorry, it's getting a little bit bright here, if your hair is not white. Another key consideration, and something that I found a lot more difficult now dyeing my hair as long hair and not like a shoulder length bob, is really the coverage. And to be honest, like, you know, I'm not a professional. When I dyed my hair before, it probably wasn't that well covered either, but definitely a key consideration is to make sure that you cover the hair completely saturated with the dye, because you can see here that I didn't see, like there's some patchiness for sure, like there's a bit of blonde there, and it doesn't really bother me, like this color's not gonna last very long, so it's nothing dire that, you know, I'm concerned about, but that is something to consider if you do want to do it yourself and don't want any patchiness going on. Anything else to consider? Oh yeah, so you can see down here my hair was a lot lighter to begin with, like it was a lighter blonde to begin with, and it is a lot more saturated down there. So it all depends what you want. Like if you want kind of the dustier, kind of more muted color, then definitely feel free to try it out. If you're like a level 8, even no, if you're a level 7 blonde or like darker, I'd say it's probably going to become like a coppery color rather than a peach. So, but you know, it's all up to your own discretion, depends how muted or vibrant you want it. What else? I think that's about it. It smells great. Arctic Fox, you've done it again. I'm happy that this was not a fail, but I'm sad because it won't end up on a Brad Mondo video, and I love him. So that is unfortunate, but you know, good for me in the long run. Actually, it might be better for me to end up on a Brad Mondo video. I think that would be more satisfying to me than like having my hair turn out pretty okay. I think it turned out well, and I actually do have an appointment in 3 weeks to get my hair like super platinum blonde, as I think I mentioned in my previous video about going blonde, how that was kind of my overall objective. So I thought in the interim, why not try out this color, because it'll probably fade out in about 3 weeks time, you know, right in time to coincide with my appointment to get super whited out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box down below. I'll do my best to answer any questions that you may have, but I think it was a pretty straightforward process. And if you try it at home, please let me know how it goes. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!